That's my fault. I'm not going to blame them for being misled per se, because all I have is what I researched. All I have is my conviction, is the decision I made. Hey guys, I just wanted to update you on the copyright strike situation and also give you what I've learned. But first, you can see that my most viewed video, this NIKOLA Motors in Trouble one, this was one of the ones they took down and it's back online now. It's over again at 11,000 views. It's also back on. And the last video they took down was this goodbye video, which is also back on. So we basically won, guys, and it's due to your pressure, all of the other channels that said something, the Financial Times article. It was really, really inspiring and encouraging to see everyone come together. And I am a nobody, but it's cool that all these strangers on the internet could actually make an impact, because it's fairly rare that it gets resolved this quickly, and it's by a company that has the resources to really mess with us if they really wanted to. But the fact that the uproar was big enough and they realized that, okay, this isn't worth it, we made a difference. So thank you guys so much to all the channels that were working behind the scenes. It's all you. One thing I learned through all this is you have to have conviction and take ownership in your decisions. If deep down you've done your own due diligence and you know what's right, you need to stick to it and not let outside forces affect you, because you can't control the outcome. All you can control is yourself, how you feel, your own process. This goes back to actually when I made the first video. When I made that video, I believed I was right based on my own research. And that's what you should do in life in general. You do your own research and then you make your own decisions. So I want to shout out to Dead Inside for a great channel, but he made this video that I thought was really interesting and cool. And that's a bunch of people bullying Cathie Wood. Now, Cathie Wood is the infamous Tesla bull. She's been saying Tesla is going to go to the moon for years and years now. And right now, it might seem obvious, especially on YouTube. But years ago, Cathie was doing it when Tesla was about $200 a share pre-split. Tesla's over $2,000 a share now. But look at these comments that were directed at Cathie. Sorry, baby, none of your funds have even come close to matching an index ETF. Yes, I have been made to understand women in general don't like math. Seriously, people, if she really believed Tesla would hit $4,000, she would have already sold everything. Tesla is like Apple. They make overpriced toys. There's better products for less money. In hindsight, and hindsight is 2020, obviously these people are idiots and they're bullies, and a lot of them are misogynistic. Be like Cathie. Even if the market doesn't agree with you, or YouTube comments don't agree with you, or a multi-billion-dollar company doesn't agree with you, don't be like these people. I'm not saying you can't be a Tesla bear. If you're a Tesla bear, own it. Hopefully you've come to that decision based on your own research, but don't be a sheep. After I read the Hindenburg report, I bought a put right here on September 14th. Basically, on a put, I make money if the stock drops down, and it needed to drop down significantly. So it cost $670. It was one of my most expensive plays ever. Throughout the next week, this price remained the same. And every day that NIKOLA held its position, I was losing money, because me being a contract owner, I am subject to time decay. The more time that passes and the stock does not move, I lose money. So every single day I was losing money. The stock didn't move. People were continuing to invest in it or hold in it, even after all of this information was out. But that's why I want to come back to the word conviction. The market was not reacting, but I held and I held. And finally, 5 days later, we experienced the first dip. This proved my point. Again, at this point, we had already known 80-90% of all of the bad things NIKOLA has done, because Hindenburg report and the response did a great job of doing that. And finally, on September 24th, BP pulled out, or they pulled out about a day or so before. And this is when I hit my profit target of 100%. I wanted to make 100% on this play. That's mathematically what it would make it worth it to me. And it happened. And look, 100% right at this dip, and I sold it. And you can see it right here. I sold it for $1,340 on September 24th, and you can see when I bought it right here at $670. What I'm saying is that when you're watching my channel, when you're watching other channels, when they say buy this stock, when they say do that thing, you have to come to your own conclusion and you have to own it. And I'm not just talking about these successes. I'm also talking about losses like this. When I made a play into a pharmaceutical company, but I remember when I made the decision, basically uncertainty was super high. It was a big gamble, but I said to myself, I understand the risks. I'm risking a lot to make a lot. So if it turns under, I can't blame anyone but myself. And I did it. And I lost money. And it feels terrible. I'm not going to lie. I feel dumb. This is the biggest loss I've ever had right here. And it's only halfway realized. I still have 2 contracts that after I close, I will be another negative $500, $600. But I own that decision and I accept it. I'm not going to blame outside forces for this happening. It brings me back to these channel strikes. It's a stressful thing to happen. I know I used other people's footage, but I believe myself to be right. I think it was fair use. If the worst case scenario happened, it would suck, but I'm ready for it. And it's the same muscle I use when I invest in penny stocks or SPACs. A lot of these young companies, they have a really high chance of going under. But if I do all the research and I still believe in their company, despite knowing the risks, then I'm willing to invest in them. And if they really do go under, that's my fault. I'm not going to blame them for being misled per se, because all I have is what I researched. All I have is my conviction, is the decision I made. If you're constantly making the wrong decision, that's also your fault. You need to be the person to adjust your metrics on how you're viewing these companies, because those companies aren't going to change. All you can change is your own process. That's all I wanted to talk about today. This is like a Sesame Street show where like the word of the day is conviction or the word of the day is ownership. All of you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Hopefully I don't need you like we did right here, but you guys all did awesome, and I'm going to be pumping out more videos, probably more funny skits because you seem to like that. This is Green Knight Trading, where Squires become knights. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than ever, and I'll see you soon. Tell me everything.